Hello, I'm Carol. I am a 67-year-old retired French teacher and active musician still, and I live in Vermont with my husband who prefers to stay home with the dog and the cat while I go off and have my adventures. So I just barely got a new Nomad Lane Bento Bag, and I thought I would take it with me up to a 3-day dance and music weekend called Danse-neige up in Quebec. So it was quite lovely. It's up in the Laurentians, and the weather was hot, it was cold, it was sunny, it was rainy, it was doing everything it wanted to do. So I decided I was going to bring my leather jacket that, hey, I just lost weight, so now I can fit into it after 20 years. And I had a silk scarf to kind of dress things up. And on my feet, I wore my black Skechers slip-ons, which are great. They have a nice tread if you want to do a little light hiking, which is about my speed. So those are awesome. And let's unpack this Nomad Lane Bento Bag and see what we got. So first of all, there's a cute little pocket right up here for your passport. Don't leave home without it. You want that with you. And also there's a front pocket. No, I guess you would call it a back pocket, in which I can keep my iPhone. I treated myself to the iPhone 16 Pro, and I got excellent videos and photos of all the workshops I took and so forth, because frankly, I would rather have the video than have to remember the dance that I learned or the guitar that I was taught or the song I just learned. So that was great. I also happened to bring my old wool beret, which was perfect because I didn't actually use it, but I'm not unhappy that I brought it, because whether it's raining or snowing or anything, you pop that on your head stays warm, and you're going to be in good shape. So now this pocket here turns into, if you unzip the bottom, it turns into a trolley sleeve. So if you are going on a plane and you must have your carry-on as well as your personal item, this is the way to go. I didn't need it, so I just used it as a pocket. In the front there is a slim pocket that has all kinds of little pockets in it, and I have things like my coin purse, and this I keep prepared with whatever foreign currency I happen to be using. So in this case it was the Canadian dollar. I also keep my credit cards in here, and that's great. It also fits. I like the fact that there are these cute little mini pockets inside the pockets so that you can put things standing up. So I always bring my little journal. Every year I make a new one. I write in birthdays, I write in anniversaries, I write in death dates, and I can keep up with all of the things I'm learning and the people I'm meeting and so forth. I also keep a Google Calendar that my husband is able to share with me, and he can follow along if he's wondering exactly where I am or what I'm up to. He can always check that, but it's nice to have the written record, and that fits in just great. I always have some pens and pencils and a marker and a old school eraser. I also like to keep a whiteout pen. This is very handy for marking things, if you want to label anything on plastic, on metal, on this and that. Yeah, this works just great. I keep a handkerchief because part of me is still old school. I hardly ever use this, but it's there. And then this is my hair tool. So I know a lot of you travel with your hair machines, your blow dryers and curling irons and diffusers. I don't even know what those things are. I'm simple. I cut my hair short. You know, this is good in a pinch. It doesn't take up any room. I could get a folding brush, but I'd rather not have one more thing that I need to fit into my bags. So, and I think that is all for this. Oh, and this is nice. It has a little elasticized thing that you can attach your keys to, and then get those stashed away in there. Now, the version 4 of the Nomad Lane Bento Bags comes with, oh, there's one feature that I actually didn't use, but before I go into that, and everybody's raving about this. So this is a little pocket that unzips, and then you can fit your large thermos of water and so forth. I don't travel with gallons of water. I do other things, so I'll tell you about those at another time. Now, the new version for the bento bag comes with a tech pouch that fits in this one cute little top pocket, and a TSA bag that fits in this other top pocket. So let's first look at the tech pouch. In this, I normally have my AirPod Pros, but I just put them someplace. I can't find them, so imagine that I've got AirPod Pros in here. This fits more than enough stuff. I could have fit a lot more, and I just didn't want to. So this is a new discovery. This is I think of it as a Hydra. It's a USB cord that has 3 ends to it. 2 of them are USB-C, one for my iPhone, one for my either laptop, MacBook Pro, or my iPad, if I take that. And then this one is good for the AirPods. It's just a regular USB ending on it. And it's nice because if you're in a hotel, there's only one outlet. You can work it out. I've just swapped out my North American plug for this because I'm about to leave for Europe. And this has 2 USB outlets in it. And then this, of course, is the European ending that they require. And you just plug it in and you are good to charge up 3 devices from this one. I guess this is only 4 foot long, but it still is a nice length to be able to go across the room with it if you are short on outlets, which many places are. So on this side, I have this is a little tripod that I just got. And you unfold it, and then this will fit on my Magsafe thing. Very strong magnet, and so I can set this up. It weighs next to nothing, but it feels very sturdy and solid to me. So I can set that up to record a workshop that I'm taking, or a dance that I'm learning, and I don't have to worry about asking somebody else for selfies, and I don't have to worry about it jiggling. So that's lovely. And then for the first time, I used my power bank. Oh, here are my little other things. So the power bank just, again, clips on. And that also has a little thing you can fold down and use that as a tripod, although you can't get the angles that you would like. But this will work like a charm. And I had a workshop. I was in the middle of a workshop. I'd forgotten to charge up my phone fully the night before. So I ran out of power, and I was able to go back to my dorm room, because yes, we slept in dorm rooms at this festival. I'm old, but I can still manage a dorm room if it's a good festival. And I got it charged up so that I could do all the rest of the activities that went on late into the night. So that was very handy to have the power bank. These are little, this is a little lanyard. It's just made of rubber, I think. And you put these on your AirPods, and then I downloaded some shows being in the dorm room, and then I could just go under the cover with my iPhone that had the shows on them. I put in my AirPods. I could enjoy a little entertainment as I was going to sleep and not worry about neighbors snoring or coughing or anything. And yeah, these are very handy. And these keep you from having to search under the bed or in a plane, under the airplane seat. Forget that, I'm 67. I'm not climbing around under airplane seats to find my iPods. So I love these, and they have a little magnetic pull, and you can just not lose your AirPods. So that's great. I also travel now with AirTags. I have one in my bag, one in my purse, and one in my car in case anything gets lost, stolen, whatever. I will be able to track it because I always do have my iPhone on me, sadly. But there's that. So now in this little TSA friendly bag, I'm not going to show you the the things that I bring, you know, well, I can show you a couple of them, but basically my needs in terms of cosmetics and everything are very simple. I don't wear makeup most of the time, as I'm not now. And I do keep in here for when I'm going to be in France next week or in 2 weeks. I've got some mascara, some lipstick, a little face cream, basically, you know, an eye pencil. That's all there is to that. And I also keep my vitamins and minerals, because at my age, I take a lot of vitamins and minerals. Thank you very much. And I also have eye drops, Restasis eye drops for my dry eye. So that is able to fit in here. And I also usually keep a little empty spray bottle so that if I am traveling and I need to take care of something wrinkly, I can just take my spray bottle, fill it with water, spritz it a little bit at night, hang it to dry, and in the morning I don't have to worry about wrinkles. So that's great. All right. Now let's get into the heart of this matter. This has a nice feature in that it has a zipper that allows you into this half of it, which is where I keep my clothing. And if ever I need to rummage around quickly for something that is in this half of it, I can just access it from the top. But even better is opening it like a suitcase, clamshell style. And the first thing here I will say is that I did not have Wi-Fi in the dorm room. And so I brought my MacBook Pro. I didn't need it. I could have saved myself a little over 3 pounds because this one is lightweight, but it's still heavy. So that was unnecessary. Boop, away you go. Let's look at the clothing first. So again, it was just 3 days, and I was going to be doing some dancing. They had contra dances going on, and then a little bit of walking around to get from one place to the other. I dug out my old hippie dance skirt, which has a nice flow to it. It does not really work. You don't have to worry about wrinkles. It's kind of a crinkly fabric anyway, and so I can just, you know, take care of that very easily. This is I just got this on Amazon. It is a merino V-necked t-shirt that I always like V-necks on things. That's just my style. And I had a teal merino. This one is from Wool X. So little tunic thing, which is great for the warmth and so forth. And because I'm sick of winter and I can recently fit into these again, these are probably 30 years old, but I haven't worn them for 20 years. And so it's just a pair of bright blue pants that are great to go with all the black things on top. And it brings a little color into my winter, which I can't wait for it. Well, actually now it's officially over, but this is Vermont, so it's not totally officially over in Vermont. And then this is my nightgown that I have had a couple of people that said, you know, you could totally wear that as a dress. And I have worn it as a dress. Let's see. It has a couple pockets in it. I can put leggings under it. I can put, it's quite long. I can put a belt around it if I want. So, and it's made of rayon, so it's very lightweight and comfortable. Okay, that's it for the outfits. On this side, it's got a nice mesh thing that zips around it so that you can kind of see a little bit what's in it. And this shares its space with the 2 pockets from the tech pouch and the TSA bag. So this is the bag where I keep, it's just got underwear and socks and anything else. If I have a swimsuit, I'll bring that. And I throw a couple baggies in here because that, you can never go wrong having some extra baggies to put like anything that's wet or dirty. Just pop it in there. And that's great. So these are my dance shoes. They're suede. They're super comfortable. These are for practice ballroom classes. And so they've got a little bit of heel to them and everything. But if you're in a dance setting and people are coming in from winter tracking sand and mud, everybody should have some dance shoes to change into. when it's time to, let's keep that floor clean, please. You dance much better that way. And this is something that I like to bring with me. This is where I do get fancy. I like to bring, from my great-grandparents, a little silver fork and a little silver spoon. And if I'm going for a long time, I will also bring a little silver butter knife. Never been stopped by TSA. I hate eating with plastic cutlery. It always breaks off in your teeth, or it makes the food taste strange. So I think things taste better, and I don't want to bring a spork. I've got these. They weigh next to nothing. So there they go. I brought these and I didn't use them, but these are called Heal Your Pain. They're little gel insets that you can put in under your heels. And I was dealing with plantar fasciitis last year, and my physical therapist recommended these, and I think it worked because, a few months later, after wearing these in my shoes, I didn't have plantar fasciitis anymore. So that was great. And I like to also bring, this is a souvenir plastic cup from Champ de Vielle, one of my favorite other festivals up in Quebec. And so if I'm in a cafeteria setting, for example, and somebody breaks out a bottle of wine, I would love a little glass of wine, cup of wine technically. And then I can also have this with water by my bedside, and in the middle of the night, I'm always thirsty, so there's that. And we passed through Montreal on the way, and so I was thinking about a woman who always used to bring one of these for dances, and rather than the fans that are battery operated and so forth, I can go old school, so I can just cool off with a little fan. It cost me probably $1.50 American. It was like $2 Canadian, so really nothing. And it's super lightweight, and so that was fun to have. So that's all I've got. And altogether, my bag weighed 18 pounds. No, it didn't weigh 18 pounds. Sorry, it weighed 14 pounds. And then if I took out the laptop, it would only be 11 pounds. So thank you, Nomad Lane. You've made a really nice product. I felt it was a little more stylish than some of my old alternatives, and I could get everything I wanted in here, and I could have brought a lot more stuff, but I'll tell you all about that in my next video. So this is my first video for YouTube, so please, if you would be so kind as to hit like or subscribe, I will produce more, and you will see how old ladies can travel without being too burdened down with stuff. In my house, I have a lot of stuff. When I go traveling, I keep it simple, and it's never the wrong move. So be sure to let me know if you have any great travel tips or things that you disagree with or agree with. Let me know about it in the comments below, and I look forward to the next time. So merci beaucoup. Au revoir.